Hey, do this for me. Okay, I will. My name's Tatsuki Manaka. I work in accounting at a company that deals with cell phone parts. 27 years old. I have plans now, so good luck. This is Yokoshima senpai. He transferred here from sales. He has no interest in accounting and always dumps his work on people like this. He knows I can't refuse people, and it's a nuisance.
Manaka-kun, you have to tell him if you don't want to.
Sorry, but there are a lot of mistakes when Yokoshima-san does it, so it just ends up being more work.
I don't know if that guy got in through his connections or what, but he's got some nerve.
No one in the department has a very good impression of him. His father is a board member of a large client, so no one could say anything. One day, Manaka, can I? Did you do this invoice? I think Yokoshima-san did that one. What's wrong? The amount is wrong. I'm gonna call Yokoshima-kun over, so wait here. The chief quickly called Yokoshima over. Yokoshima-kun, this invoice, did you do it? What? Did I? I did part of it, and then asked Manaka to do the final check. Huh? What? Then Manaka lied? No, I didn't. Sir, I wouldn't make a mistake like this. I guess Yokoshima wanted to push the blame onto me. I tried to fight back, but Manaka, just don't do this again. Got it? Yes, sir. Eventually, I crumbled under the pressure and couldn't say anything back.
Why don't you speak up? It's so obvious you wouldn't make a mistake like that.
Sorry, it's just hard for me.
You're such a people pleaser. The chief is oblivious too.
I've always been like this. I couldn't speak up when I needed to. I knew it wasn't good to be like that, but I've been like this forever, so I couldn't just change.
Tatsuki, make sure Koki doesn't fall when I'm not watching, okay?
I have a younger brother who is blind. Mama's always busy taking care of him and the house. I grew to believe that I can't tell adults what I want or how I really feel. Oni-chan, let's play! Oh yeah, I'm coming. Of course, I loved my brother and took care of him. But the truth was I wanted to be a kid too. I held it all in, and before I knew it, I couldn't say how I felt anymore. Ah, done. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I was on my way home. As long as the day ends, everything's fine. Time passed. One morning, on my way to work, I was waiting at the spotlight. Huh? Is that person visually impaired? I saw a woman waiting at the stoplight with a cane. She started crossing the street. Watch out! A speeding car ignored the light. I jumped out to help the woman and pulled her hand.
Huh? What's happening?
She seemed to be in a panic. I tried to talk to her, but she wouldn't calm down. Oh no, I have to calm her down. I softly took both of her hands and faced her palms down. I placed my own two hands on top of hers.
It's okay. This is finger braille.
With finger braille, you use both hands as a sort of typewriter. You could tap the fingers to communicate. I learned about it when I was looking for ways to communicate with my visually impaired brother. Let's move out of the way. Grab my arm.
What?
Luckily, the woman knew finger braille and calmed down. I guided her to someplace safe. I sat her down. She breathed a sigh of relief. Are you okay?
Thank you. I panicked. I'm embarrassed.
She had heard the sounds of the car and nodded at my explanation.
How can I thank you? I just contacted my granddaughter. She's coming to get me.
I'm glad. Take care. I have to get to work, so I'll be off.
Your name?
The woman said something, but I was in a hurry, so I didn't hear. I was worried about being late, so I just left.
Grandmother, are you okay? Yes, a kind person helped me. I wanted to say thank you, but they left. I see. Did you get a name or anything else? They know finger braille. I think he was a young working man, but other than that... That's not enough info. Wait, there's something on the ground. A pen? With a name on it? Could this be...
I guess I had dropped my pen. I had no idea then that someone had picked it up. That afternoon, I was working as usual. Manaka, you did it again! What? There was a mistake with the amount written on the invoice. I checked with Yokoshima-kun, and he said it was probably you. No, I think Yokoshima-san did that one, not me. Are you gonna blame other people again? What if they cut the contract because of you? It was so one-sided. Even I was getting angry. I'm sorry, but if you check the edit history, you'll see that it wasn't me. What? Are you really gonna say you didn't do it? Yes, you're getting upset with me just because Yokoshima-san said so. Huh, fine then. We'll check on our end. He heard me out and backed off, but that's weird. The record's been deleted. What? What do you mean? Sir, I'm sure Manaka erased it himself. He's good at that stuff. Yokoshima-san sneered at me. See, I told you. Manaka messed up again. This is bad. No, I really didn't do it. If I was the one that erased it, why would I tell you to check it? Shut up. In any case, you better take responsibility and go apologize to the client. In the end, they wouldn't listen to me. I was forced to go apologize. After that, I was punished with reduced pay, and I was depressed. Why does this happen to me?
Are you okay? I heard about the mistake. It obviously wasn't you, right?
It's okay. No one listens to me anyway. And Yokoshima got in with connections. Damn it! How can I compete?
If only there was something to prove the truth.
A week later, the woman I had saved brought snacks to the office to say thank you.
Why, thank you. I didn't think you would be coming. No. One of your employees saved me from danger. Oh, really? Do you remember their name? They left before I could ask. Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
The next morning, the news reached the accounting department.
A woman came to me yesterday. She told me someone saved her from getting hit by a car. She said it was one of our employees and wants to say thank you.
Huh? Could it be?
Did anyone here help a blind woman? To tell the truth, that woman is the wife of our client, the MTT president.
The major phone career? What? I didn't know she was that important. Blind? So that means if I say it's me, they won't know. I was about to raise my hand. Yes, it was me! What?
So you're the savior in question?
Yes, I live and breathe helping people, so I don't remember each one. I didn't know she was the wife of the president of my father's company.
That's right. Maybe it's some kind of fate.
Our boss seemed convinced. The conversation was moving on without me. Excuse me.
What? What's wrong?
About that. What? You're gonna say that it was you, right? I had a flashback of being blamed for his mistake last week. No, it's nothing. Sorry, never mind.
Okay, fine then.
It'll only be swept under the rug if I fight it head on. I have to be careful.
I'll let them know that it was you, Yokoshima-kun.
Yes, thank you! Normally, I would have run away from this, but...
Thank you for saving me.
Am I really okay with this? I remember the lady's soft smile. Excuse me, sorry ma'am. Do you have a moment?
Of course, I'm glad you came to me.
What? She said she was curious about what I tried to say earlier. I mustered up the courage to tell her. A few days later, the MTT president's wife was meeting with Yokoshima.
Nashiro-sama, we found the person in question and called them here. I'm glad they found him, grandmother. So, the person there is my hero? I'm so thankful.
No, I just happened to pass by. Yokoshima answered lightly. I guess he really was going to lie about it.
I'll say it again, thank you so much.
I just did what was right.
Can you come closer?
Of course you can.
I'm a little nervous.
The woman took Yokoshima's hand. Huh? What is she doing to my hand?
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
What? Huh? What's this?
This is finger braille. It's one way blind people communicate. I said, who are you?
She smiled and looked at Yokoshima, even though she couldn't see him. What do you mean?
You're tripping over your words. I knew from the start that you were lying.
What? So, it's not him?
It's not. The voice, the scent, the feeling of his hands, everything is different.
What?
I'm sure you wanted to make yourself look good by acting like the hero. How sad.
She saw through it all. She knew from the start that it wasn't him. Yokoshima-kun, why did you lie?
No, I really did save her.
Then why don't you know finger braille? The person who saved me should know.
Yokoshima fell silent. The room froze. Someone knocked on the meeting room door. Excuse me, I wanted to speak with Nashiro-sama.
Manaka, why are you here?
I told him to come here at this time.
What? Why?
Why? I'm sure you know best. He was the one that saved Nashiro-sama.
Only the president's wife seemed happy to hear that.
That voice! I'm so happy to meet you again.
I'm sorry I'm late. I left back then without saying my name.
No, don't worry. I'm happy to see you again.
She slowly approached me using her cane.
I'm Nashiro. Can you tell me your name again?
I'm Ma-na-ka. Nice to meet you. Mrs. Nashiro smiled. Yokoshima watched us in disbelief, and... Yokoshima, I hope you know what this means for you.
Oof.
This affects our company's trust. Can you take responsibility for it? The chief looked like he might punch him. The CEO finally opened her mouth to speak.
Yes. For now, Yokoshima-kun, please leave the room. I'll let you know your fate later.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, the CEO bowed her head to Mrs. Nashiro.
Nashiro-sama, I sincerely apologize for any trouble we've caused. No, I was the one that wanted to play this game.
I guess Mrs. Nashiro heard what happened from the CEO. She wanted to prove Yokushima's lies.
I thank you for your kindness. Please take your time here with Monica. Then I'll take you up on that and speak with him a little.
The CEO smiled and turned to the chief.
Mr. Kimura, I need to speak with you. Can we?
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. The two of them left the room.
Now we can talk.
Yes, I'm sorry. If I had just introduced myself.
It's okay. People have internal battles we don't know about. Let me thank you too. I'm Mrs. Nashiro's secretary, Seika Nashiro. Thank you for saving my grandmother. We're finally meeting again. So tell us about yourself. I heard some things from the CEO. There must have been a reason for your actions.
Reasons? Well, I think it's my weakness. I decided to open up to kind Mrs. Nashiro and Seika-san. That morning, when I heard about you, ma'am, actually, I'm not sure if you'll believe me, but I told her that I was the one that saved Mrs. Nashiro. It took a lot of courage.
I knew it. You told me about your brother in your interview. That stuck with me. I heard that the person knew finger braille from Mrs. Nashiro. I thought it might be you. But from what I just saw, you couldn't say anything back to Yokoshima, right? Thank you for telling me.
The time I spent with my brother who had disabilities was precious to me. But, because of that, I stopped expressing my own feelings from a young age. I would just go with the flow, but I knew I couldn't this time. I remembered your kind smiling face. The day I ran into you, I wanted to be honest with you.
I see. Thank you for telling me. I now know that you're a wonderful person.
Meanwhile, the chief and CEO.
The other day I received several anonymous notes from accounting. You reported invoice mistakes as Monica's without proper investigation.
No, I checked, but the records were gone.
You could tell the System Information Department and recover the records, right?
I could.
We found that the mistake was made by Yokoshima. Don't you think you're unnaturally easy on Yokoshima?
No, I don't think so.
Really? Why do you try to cover for his mistakes?
I think that's just a coincidence.
So, you're going to play dumb? We interrogated the head of HR and got a statement.
I heard that you were the one that pulled strings to get him in.
The chief and Yokushima's father were connected, and he was the one that got Yokushima in.
You wanted a spot at MTT? I'm sorry. I've already reported this matter to the CEO.
No way. I always try to be fair with my subordinates.
Too late. That scolding in the room earlier just looked like a charade to me.
The CEO finished off with this.
You can stay home for a while. Think deeply about what you've done.
Yokushima's lie uncovered all sorts of bad behavior. Not only he and the chief, but everyone else involved was let go.
He said he saved them. How can he lie like that? The worst.
Yokushima was hated by his co-workers, naturally. Some time passed, and Yokushima...
I lost my job. I can't use my dad's connections anymore. What should I do?
He lost everything and became a hermit. He tried to take advantage of a person's disability. I'm sure he feels the weight of his actions now. When I returned to the accounting department...
Monica-kun, I heard! You seemed weird this morning, so I was worried.
Sorry to worry you.
But you tried to change even though it's hard. That was a big step.
I was thankful for my co-workers' kindness. I was invited to Mrs. Nashiro's house later.
Monica-san, we've been waiting for you. Come in.
Thank you for the invitation. Where's your grandmother?
She's out at the moment, but she'll be back soon.
I see. I was nervous about being alone with Seika-san. But our conversation flowed, and we opened up.
It's really hard to support a family member with a disability.
Yes, but it creates a special bond. I struggled when I was younger, but now I am who I am because of my brother.
I get that. I learned a lot thanks to my grandmother.
Seika-san's face was full of life. I could feel that she really loved her grandmother.
It's strange. We didn't really know each other, but we have so much in common.
You're right. I feel like I haven't opened up like this in a while.
Let's talk more often. I want to get to know you more.
Of course! Call me whenever you want! Because I saved someone's life, I was able to open up about myself. I have someone to be honest with. The world feels kinder now. Hey guys, so I sympathize a lot with this story because I have a family member with special abilities, and I just know that what Tatsuki has gone through is commonplace for siblings of someone with special abilities. So, you know, some of you might think, oh, what a wimp for not being able to speak up. But that's not the case. And I was really happy to see the brave side of him come out later in the story. Hope you enjoyed the story too. Mata ne!